Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome for Day Trading for Success. This is an on-demand screen, so you see what it looks at like. These are basically used to back test any strategy. So when you see my live trading videos, it's a good idea to back test and then try to. I know some of the viewers have been doing that and telling me that it's helps them a lot to back test and go, move along with that. Today's video, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to have live trading, and I'm not going to have a specific video about some type of indicator. Instead, what I'm going to have is a video about this channel and how to navigate this channel. Having taught many students over the years, I do understand the impatience. I have it myself and wanting to know what you want to know, and rather than just do research, because research isn't really fun unless you really have a passion for what you're doing. So I will put out there, if it seems so hard to learn and to research day trading from anybody or anywhere, buy any book or watch in depth any video all the way through, it's probably not going to work for you. I'm just going to say probably. Maybe you'll be the best trader in the world, but I'm just saying that as with anything, you got to kind of dive into it, and it's a lot easier if you have a passion. If it's just you're struggling, like I just want to be a millionaire, and I'm just going to learn day trading, and it's great. You can talk yourself into anything, and a lot of people want to talk the talk, talk the walk before they walk the walk, and they actually end up becoming who they want to be. So it does work for people. I know that it will work. It's just like sometimes drive is all you need, but if a better chance of succeeding, and this is all, I'm just taking averages here, okay? There's always exceptions to everything. I'm not trying to teach you some big lesson here, but I do think that as with anything, if you really want to be a day trader, you're going to need to have a passion for learning about day trading. So this isn't a lecture again, but I'm just saying it's pretty important. I have my cat literally right in front of my screen. Not that it matters right now, the screen, but so I wanted to. It occurred to me that although people are asking questions on the comment for a lot of videos that I already have out, and that's the impatient part. They just want to be told. They don't want to watch. I get it. And our time is valuable, right? It's the most valuable commodity there is our time. And yeah, I get it. It would be great if you could just, boom, get an answer for everything all the time. It's almost that way. It's getting close to that way. But then it occurred to me that maybe some of the people asking don't know the videos even exist, or they don't know how to navigate a YouTube channel. I know when I first started to looking at YouTube, which for me was just like I guess it was over a year ago now, but it wasn't that long ago. And it was strange to me, and because I'm an old timer, and it was, as with anything, I'm still learning. It took a little bit of getting used to, and I did not know how to navigate channels. I did not know what to do. I did not know all these. I just saw like the 5 videos across the opening home screen. I thought, oh, that's it. How in the world would I ever get to these other videos? So maybe that comes from the fact that I didn't grow up with a keyboard. I had to learn everything. I won't go into that about how, hey guys, there wasn't internet. Hey guys, there wasn't cell phones. You won't hear that, but that's how old I am. But so, to me, it was a little difficult to first learn about YouTube because I wasn't really interested in YouTube. I was interested in the things that YouTube had to, some of the things that they were showing. But YouTube as itself, I guess if that makes sense. So it occurred to me that maybe I should make a video that talks about all the stuff that I already have made. So if you know it all and you don't care about it, then that would be the time to bug out, and thank you for watching. And but if you're new, or you're confused, or even if you have been here for a while, there might be some stuff here that it hasn't really occurred to you. And as with anything, I drop my own little gems of philosophy, whether you like them or not, as I talk. So as you can plainly see, I am not an editing person. This is not edited. This is just riffing for whatever you see. So I've opened up with this screen because a lot of you probably know what this is. This is what we consider to be the perfect 1-minute layout. This layout is available, and I'll go over that. And everything on this channel is free. unless you're buying something on Amazon. We have one book, and I think we're about to have another one. But I mean, everything here is free, all the custom scripts, and we're going to be talking about all that. But this is starting out with just the layout. But then I'll go ahead and let me just get to the stuff I'm going to bring up to you. So, okay, so this is what you should look at, what it looks like when you come to my channel. I'm not sure what video will be on top. Actually, there'll be the home video, which isn't here right now, but the home video just starts like a commercial. So I went to the next page. Actually, is it back here? Maybe it is back here. No, it isn't. So I went to the next page so I could type in individual videos so I could show you. But what is day trading for success? Okay, so I actually started day trading for success before I started the $1 Million Margin Club, which you all know is doing a lot of live trading. I do live trading just on my own as well. But the idea was to, since I had become successful trading, I wanted to, I always did this math in my head. What if I made 200 a day, 400 a day, 600? How does that translate to a better life for me? So I kind of put that up there so you could see the math and how many actual trading days on average per year there is. So you can kind of see with just a little bit amount of money, if you still are working, this can change your life. $200 a day, even $100 a day. You can buy that boat or, take that vacation or whatever that you haven't been able to afford. But when you start getting up here, then you're starting to think about, maybe I don't need a job, so, and then of course it just gets better and better and better. So I started even below this number. And as far as day trading, I have been trading a long time, and working with brokers and stuff like that. But day trading has been fair, probably in the last 7 years. So, I wanted to, I enjoyed, first I did the day trading like, probably you all do, where I looked over the entire day or several days or whatever. What was the meaning of day trading? I don't even know. What does day trading mean? I'm thinking, but, making it, usually it means closing the stock, position that you have within the same day. That's the meaning of day trading. And scalping can be a whole day, but typically scalping is taking advantage of short-term price moves very, very quickly. So I got into day trading first and wasn't doing well at all. And then I took a course from somebody on YouTube, who I still admire to this day, who's an excellent scalper. And I started doing that way back when. And I got onto Lightspeed and, other than Thinkorswim, everything on here is from Thinkorswim. And, and then I was pretty successful with that. However, it comes with big gains comes big losses. So that part to me as a beginner, I thought about beginning trading. Now at this point, I'm 3 years in, right? I've turned the corner. I'm starting to make money. And I think back, if I had just started, just cold with the high momentum scalping, and I wasn't, more prudent, and I didn't have, enough money, I could have lost everything, and because it's very seductive. It makes you think when you see these high numbers being made on YouTube, you guys, I'm sure you've seen it, and it just seems like I could do that. Shoot, that's easy. I could do that. What's the big deal, So, and I'm a self-taught everything, entrepreneur from way back with many, many different businesses. And I just feel like if you put your mind to anything, you can do it, right? So I was, definitely seduced into that mindset, which can be so, so dangerous. And I'm hearing this from emails and from comments that a lot of you are the same type of situation where whatever style it is, it's not working. It's harder. And, again, I've said this in some of the comments and I've said it on videos, you're not alone. I mean, this is everybody. I don't know of anybody who just started day trading was instantly successful. I'm sure they're there, so don't shout out to me that you're the one, but I'm just saying it's very rare that happens. So when I did turn the corner, I'm lucky because I am okay without trading. I've kind of laid the groundwork for me to be okay. And I didn't lose everything. And then I turned the corner. So now I thought maybe I love teaching. I've always loved teaching. I used to teach math, as most of you know if you watch my things. And I love to pay it forward, and I love to do that. So, but I'm not going to sell anything on the channel, right? Because then that takes away any of the validity of what I'm trying to tell you, right? I mean, that's kind of like you see all these guys. And so instead on this channel, you have to take it or leave it. I call it an entertainment channel. I don't know everything, guys. I'm just going to teach you what I know and what's worked for me. And it might not work for you. Just like momentum high-speed trading that a lot of the YouTube traders show will not work for you. The majority, it will not work for you. Besides having all the right equipment and all the right broker, the reflexes and the mindset and all these things to overcome. How much money will you lose before you say, no, I can't do it anymore, and you're depressed, and you think about how far back that sets you in life, all that money. Well, I've been there. I'm telling the story because I know how it feels. I know how that feels. Like, wow, I wish I had all that money I had lost. So the idea on this channel is that maybe I can show stuff without selling you a course. And look, you could take it or leave it. I'm being judged already about my content, and I'm just like, you know what? If you don't, it's okay. Don't watch it then, right? It's okay. I'm not taking your money for anything, right? So we're all responsible for our own decisions in life. So you have to make your own decision. And I don't want to get super defensive here. So if it's not for you, then don't do it. That's it. You're not going to change me with negative comments to me. In fact, just so you know, I never even get to see them because somebody else looks at all the comments ahead of me and then says which ones I should answer. I know that sounds pretentious or something, but yeah, I don't want to be wounded or hurt by people saying nasty stuff to me. Who would want to be, right? I mean, I don't know how most of you guys that on social media and stuff deal with that stuff. I don't want to deal with it. I feel I've done enough in life to be respected for who I am. And, I would not talk to a person like that. It's always interesting, too. I find it interesting. I'll go off a little bit on this, right? It's like, I don't get their full name and the stuff that they're asking about it. Like, will you please show me your account? I'm like, no, who the hell are you? And why would I show you my account? Well, I mean, I guess I see why people would ask that if they're buying a course, they want to see if the trader's successful. But even then, I would never do it. I would never do it. It's none of your business, quite frankly. And are you showing me your account? Because you're not selling me something either. And yet, are you showing me your account? Are you giving me all your personal data about who you are, who's your relationship with, how many kids, how many that, all these things that I might be able to hurt you if I knew in this world that's not so innocent out there. So yeah, I'm not going to open myself up to all that stuff. And I'm already getting, because I won't answer the question. Again, I don't even see these types of questions, but I'm being told that I get them. And I'm just like, frankly, I'm just going to say it, guys. It's none of your business. If you don't like the content, don't watch my channel. Okay, that was probably way too preachy because I want you to be here and I really, really appreciate your support. So, it's a double-edged sword there, right? You got to, and all the 99.9, I think somebody figured out that it was like the percentage of negative comments was like 0.0002 or something. So God, thank you for all you people that really do enjoy it. But you always remember, the bad stuff, right? I can't. It's the human nature. Okay. Anyway, so let's go over a little bit about if by some chance you don't know, and maybe it's just me because I'm a dinosaur. These are the different videos that I've made, and I think it's important to go over them a little bit if you're having trouble finding them. So there's tons on live trading. So if you just type in live trading here, sorry, I still look down at a keyboard. I'm one of those guys. They're all going to come up. And then after they pass the live trading, then they'll start to they start to fall off and do anything that says the word trading or anything. But they'll start with all the live trading, and there's a whole bunch of different ones. And then I have playlists too that have different live trading on them too, so that are marked. So those are things to look at too. Where was I? Videos. Yeah, so I still have trouble navigating, right? So if you're looking at, I do have the vidIQ. If you're seeing different things here, that's what it talks about, that I can see how my channel's doing. And just so you know, if you're wondering about what a YouTube channel makes, you can look this stuff up. I think there's something called Social Blade. You can look up any of the people you follow to see what they make, and you'll see that I'm like less than $1,000 a year on making videos. Or I think it's less than that even. I think it's a couple hundred, 200 or 300. So obviously, this is not the way to become rich unless you're like one of those super influencers. This is not a way to make a living, but most of you probably know that. So that's live day trading. And then there's another one about what you see a lot here. Another video you might want to watch is about the type of trading I do, because I get asked a lot, what is the RV strategy? What is it? I'm watching this video. What the heck? What the heck? So unless you go a little deeper, you're not going to find it, right? So if you type in RV a day trading, I think that's all I've got to put in, right? I didn't even spell that right, but no, there we go. Okay. So this is the RV day trading finally revealed. I've changed some of the titles on these just so it's even easier, because you might have been having trouble finding these. And this is popular, 20K views. This is one of my more popular videos because it does have a lot of details. Now, I will bring up to keep in mind that it is ever changing. Like when I made this a while ago, 2 months ago, we were still changing the strategy. And until the actual book comes out, which I hope is the end of this month, that there's all kinds of editing issues and stuff. But because right now we just put in every currency for every country in the United States, in the world, to be that can use the RV strategy from their country. So we were just putting that all in, because I thought was really exciting to me that it's not just so local, So that's about all the things about the RV strategy are on there, and all the live videos are mostly about that, because that's what I'm primarily trading now. That will change over the coming months and years, but right now, probably at least until the book's out, we're going to focus, and that will be the second book, and that book will be by the publishing company that is the $1 Million Margin Club, which I have a part in, but it's the $1 Million Margin Club's new publishing company that just has been trademark pending, but everything's done for that. So all these things have to be, when you put a book out, they have to make sure you're allowed to use these names and all this stuff. It's all this rigmarole you got to go through. So it takes a while to get anything done. And with that in mind, I know some of the recent comments are, what has happened to the dark pool video? And I'm not going to go into a big, long thing about it. I will tell you that for legal reasons, we felt, after receiving a litigious letter from a high-profile, I'm just going to say, we felt that it wasn't worth it for us to put some of the information out that we put out, and some of the companies that were mentioned have a right to complain. They do, because they don't get to say their side of it. So at this point, we took it down. It doesn't mean I went too far in the explanation of dark video. I think I covered like 5 topics in that video, from level 2 to, stop loss hunting to, there was a bunch of stuff on that video. The title's down. We'll get to the title, I think. But yeah, we had to take it down. So right now, that video will not come back up. Will some part of it come up? Probably. But I'm not trying to hurt anybody with the videos. I'm not a whistleblower. I'm not a crusader, just trying to get some messages out about trading. Okay. So then the next one, which is the most popular one, is the seller's indicator. Just have to put that in. It should come right up. Yeah. So this is the seller's indicator. Now, if I click on any of these, commercials will start. They play for me too, not just you guys. So, but this one's popular too. 9,400 views 2 months ago. This was the second one I put out, and then with the help of you guys, and I can't remember the young man that helped me out, and then it got continued to help with people on the comments, was the one that it got adapted for TradingView. So Oh, is that it? Where is that? I think that's this one. Yeah, that's this one. Trading view. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I can't even read my thing there. But anyway, shows how the red line is for all the sellers and the blue line is the volume. And then the script itself, if you're into scripting, it's available. If you right click, if you open up the chart, the beaker, and then it'll show all the studies that you have on your chart, and then there's a little gear wheel. So if you open up the gear wheel, you can get into the study, or if you right click the study line, and then it opens up the actual script, which we're giving away for free. Now these scripts have come, parts of these scripts were out there. We adapted them, so we couldn't even claim ownership. But the whole idea is that the idea behind ThinkScript, and I've spent time on the phone, is they put it out to the community to better the platform for everybody. And I know a lot of people are making money, and hey, they put their time and they found a way to use it, and that's intellectual property. I get it, and I'm not going to judge them for selling. We're not into doing that. We're just offering everything for free. And I'm hoping that with the help of you guys out there, you'll give me ideas, even scripts that I can shout out that this came from you, but we can offer for free, because that's more of our goal. So if you'd like to help the community and be recognized to do so with a script that can be used on Thinkorswim or TradingView, then I'm happy to promote free items that way. So if that's something you guys think you could do. But yeah, as you've seen me live day trading, the seller's indicator is something that I really use a lot when I go in and out of my position. So I would watch that. It's pretty good. Then the next one is the perfect 1 minute. So I think if I just put in 1 minute, it should probably come up. Yeah, so build the perfect 1 minute layout. So this can build it yourself, or it can just get it yourself. You can get all these. There's one for 5 minute too. Yeah, I think there's one for a 5 minute too. But anyway, so if you go down, when you're watching the video, if you go down to where it says show more on the bottom and open that up, then there's a URL that you can copy. Now, it's not just paste in. So remember, there's a couple of directions, Control V or something to get it into your layout, your platform. But it's all set up, ready to go. And there might be, you might have to adjust some of the colors and things like that won't come right through. So you've got to look at the look and feel. Sometimes you have to go in the look and feel and adjust it if you're not already set up quite the same way. A little bit of adjustment there, but those layouts are really helpful. Why is that doing that? Yeah. So there's the 5 minute one. And then this has it for free too. So in various places, there are all these scripts for free. But if you go to the one where it says it, they're definitely for free. But what happens is as time goes on, they get updated. So you'd want to look for all the ones that say free 1 minute layout or free 5 minute layout. You might get the most current one, but those are available too. And then how to build it as well. And then the volume profile, which is one of the very first videos I made. Why is it doing that? There we go. Again, you're just typing in here, you're looking it up, and this is the volume profile explained. So there's actually a couple of these. There's an older one I just kept up for fun, that it was the first video I ever made, where you can see my cat sleeping behind me in a different room than this, and I'm just saying, hey, I could make a YouTube video. And I talked about this. This is my very first thing. But anyway, yeah, this is the bumper car strategy right now is stalled. We're having trouble with that. We're moving on to the escalator strategy, which you know nothing about if this is your first time here. But it's after it breaks out of the RV average true range channel. We call that, it's trending, we feel. And then we're calling that trend move the escalator strategy. And we're looking for the pivot, by back testing, we're looking for reasonable pivot points to count on for that to turn around, or things you should look for it to keep going forward. So it's just a different strategy for people. But the volume profile is a very, very useful tool. You see it in there. You should watch that video. It's basically showing price action and volume. I highly recommend learning about that. That's something that's free on most every platform. I mean, it's not a custom script. In other words, you can just get it without getting a custom script. And the one on Thinkorswim, I really like it, but it has a setting on how to get it into intraday, which this video shows how to do it. So you're not looking at it over onto the right. Often I'll trade with one on the right on a 5-minute, and then on a 5-minute chart, and then I'll have one on my main chart and intraday, just 2 days back, 2 or 1 day back, so I can see what's been moving, what's the price action and volume most recently. So those are really helpful things when you're scalping to know intraday, because if you do it for like, 3 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, it's great, but those are for longer term type positions, right? Not for scalping. There's that. And then there's the enhanced volume indicator. I forgot a D. I'll just copy come up. No? Okay, hang on. Good God, Pat. Can't spell. God. All right. So enhanced volume indicator right here. So that's going to have a lot like the seller's indicator, and but it's down here, and it basically shows the sentiment within each candle. So this is pretty helpful too, but mostly what I use about it, if you see the little green and yellow up here, is I use it to show, it tells me what the current volume is, the last volume is. Or last and current. And now they're both green, I think, on the new one. But anyway, this part alone, just showing you the volume, is what I mostly use, because now I use the seller's indicator, which is almost exactly the same data. I mean, all this data comes from the level 2, and then it reconciles differently with candles, seller's indicator, enhanced volume. It's a lot like your regular volume indicator, only it's showing the sentiment within the candle, right, of the buyers and sellers. So that makes it pretty handy. So that's that. And then how to predict the direction of the market, right? That's the next one. Now there's going to be a lot of them under how-tos. Oops, still can't spell. I've got big, wide thumbs too. That's part of my problem. So this one is really, really helpful. Okay. So this is what we put together to judge which way the market's going to go every single day. So I would highly recommend watching this. Now, there's no sure thing for anything, right? There's not a sure thing, but it's pretty accurate, and it kind of shows you the steps we go through. We're actually kind of improving on that too, because this was over 3 months ago, but I'll have another one out for that soon enough. So, and the next one would be, I'm just going to type in scanners. Really? What did I spell wrong there? Oh, 3 N's. I can't. It's embarrassing, right? Really? It's not just under scanners? Okay, I'll do the how-to. Okay, so so scanners is really, really helpful too. I'm just trying to look over everything here as we go down. Thinkorswim platform tricks and tips. Who made that video? I think that's mine. I don't exactly know what that is. Oh, this is the charts. Okay, all right, good. So anyway, again, my point is, if you type in, you're going to find all these. Now, this is scanners. Now, this is the older scanners that don't have the RV strategy on them yet. Not old, as they're still very useful. It's 7 months old, how to set it up on Thinkorswim. And every platform is going to have your different adjustments you can do for your scanners. But for the most part, you don't have to buy them to get the fast-moving stocks or any other criteria that you want to set up for stocks. You don't have to pay for a service, in my opinion. And again, I'm not competition those services, but I just think that, if you don't have the money, you could probably get what you need here. And I think when I show how to set up the scanners for the RV strategy on further tapes, I think the one that shows BRV secrets has the one for the scanners for that, if you're looking for that. So direction of the market scanners, how to set up charts. So that's right there, how to set up your charts for scalping and day trading. So if you typed in how to use Thinkorswim platform for chart, or just typed in charts, how to set up charts, that's going to come up. So that's how to set up charts very, very quickly. It's only only 8 minutes long? 8 minutes long. So, here it is right here. Okay. Oh, you know what this is? This is a playlist. Okay. So this is showing you all these different things on a playlist. So if you typed in this is me teaching you how to use the platform, right? But if you typed in how to set up charts, it's going to come right up. Your charts for Thinkorswim, and it's 8 minutes. And then how to speed up your computer for Thinkorswim, 7 minutes and 38 seconds. So that's, and there's also one, how to set up support and resistance. So. Yeah, so there's that one. So that was made a while ago, again, 4 months before we really got into the RV strategy. I think we were just starting to, but on almost all of the RV strategy videos, you will find, the way to set up support and resistance, and how we set up the average true range, the ATR, and how we do the whole thing. So that'll have that too. Then there's one that start trading in 3 easy steps. So I think some of you have seen that. Tell me that I don't have to type it in word for word. Yes, thank you. That's what I was trying to do, and then I was my finger was pushing letters in the wrong order and the wrong letters and all that stuff. But anyway, this is another one that is really, really helpful if you're new. Now I know that it's got some information about the PDT in here. It's got, just basically how to start, how to get set up on a simulator to start trading. And it also has a list like this, like what you should do to avoid the PDT rule. You have to go outside of the United States where they don't recognize that. That, as with anything, that comes with risks, because the very laws that you're trying to avoid are some of the same laws that protect you and your account. Now, have I heard of anybody, including myself, and I'm not going to promote a particular platform, but I have not lost any money being in an overseas or offshore account. And none of the $1 Million Margin Club that we all, not all of us, but most of us have, none of that has happened. I guess the only, and I don't, this isn't the PDT video, but I got off on it. My thought would be, keep the amount in the account to just what you need. I mean, don't use that as your investment, like you're holding large sums in there. That's just common sense, right? Because some of the great things about the United States are the laws that protect us. We have to live with all the negative parts of it, but and I'm not saying that the other countries can't be trusted. I hope you know what I'm saying. It's just that there are those bad elements out there, and your money isn't insured probably like it is in the U.S. So there's that, and then you saw the video about how to speed up Thinkorswim. It was kind of came up, and then there's another one that's for the simulator setup. So that I won't bring up every single one anymore here, so the video's getting long here. And then how to get the trading journal. So that actually has a bunch of stuff in it too, which is pretty cool. So you should open that up. There it is down here. So this is it right here. And in there, I go page per page, and then I explain a couple of other things about trading and stuff like that. So all these videos, I digress into other subjects. So if you have the time, you're going to get something out of them. I would hope you're going to get some useful information. But if you're just so busy and there's somebody else you like to watch more or whatever, then that's what you should do. Not. So most frequently asked questions. Yes, all the videos I'm recording I'm trading on the Thinkorswim platform. This is commonly asked. The videos, I'm not showing strategies for options, futures, and Forex, but each and every one of the people that do trade those, that that I'm involved with say, although some are more difficult to follow, like exactly, you can all use a type of the RV strategy, which is basically a range bound strategy that you'd be more predicting on these two, right? And then at this point, no, the $1 billion margin club went way beyond what we thought was going to be our cap, and now we've just had to literally shut it down completely. So there are lots of friends that watch and things like that, but it's not. It's just overwhelming. The Zoom couldn't handle, at least the one I had, and it was too many little squares. The squares got too small for me to even see, to see what they're trading. And then there's now somebody handling chat separately that kind of shows me questions and stuff, or gives me amounts they're trading, or that I can just glance over and look on a wide chat. So it's hard to trade when it's fun, when you're with Zoom people, but it's also extremely hard to trade when you're talking to somebody and trying to chat to them. So I don't do that live. But anyway, so that's really what the whole video is about. If you like what you see, please remember to subscribe and give a thumbs up. And then if you have any comments about stuff I might have left out, I'd love to hear them. But I don't know if this is one of the things I've learned about YouTube is that the constant rollover, and I think I mentioned it on my last video, is that it's like a lot of new people. So this will be people that see this for the first time. So this will be educational, that what's on here that you can see. If it gets views, if it gets picked up by YouTube to put out there for people to see, they have their own little way that they put out videos. Sometimes ones I think are going to be really popular aren't popular at all. So I don't know. But if they don't get shown to people, but like I was saying about YouTube is that, people will subscribe to this channel. And I think there's a large portion that they subscribe and they say, that looks cool. And then they go on with their lives because they're too darn busy to go back and look at it. Even if they want to see the content, there's more pulling at them to watch something different, or their life just gets in the way and they get too busy. But then there's the brand new people that constantly come on that I did not quite understand fully. And I'm just, as you can see from our subscriptions, it's only just over 4,700. We're just babies. We're just beginning here. So, those people that have 1 million subscribers and get, 30,000 views on the very first click, those people actually can make money on YouTube. Those people are probably making $20,000 or $30,000 a year or something. But it's pretty hard to use YouTube for anything else than to get out information, I guess, on some other product you might be selling. I don't know what they sell. Most of those people sell courses. That's how they really make their money, is their courses. But I know that was not a question that was asked, but I just offered it. Okay, I'm rambling on as I usually do, guys. Thanks so much for all your support on the channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you get some value out of this, and I will see you next time. I'll be live trading. I'm going to be focusing on definitely more on the small accounts than the large, small share size, because I think that is who 95% of my viewers are. And although it's fun to watch the large share size, I get it. And that's what we do, when we're not showing small share size on the channels. But reality is this right here is very doable, I believe, for every person watching this video. This is doable, whether it be the RV strategy or some other strategy that you're learning, just trying to carve out this little amount of money is life-changing. And it might seem, oh my God, I can't get $5 or I lose $25 every day. So you need more work. That's all. If you put in the time, it's going to happen. It will happen. But don't just go stagnant and not learn new things either. You have to keep learning. It won't just come to you from nowhere like a bolt of lightning, like phenomenon. That's not going to happen. Anyway, he died, right? So that's not good. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later on. I'll see you soon. Thanks.